We live in the most advanced era in human history. We have smartphones in our pockets, food delivered in minutes, and entertainment on demand 24/7. We can connect to anyone anywhere in seconds. And yet, something feels wrong. Despite all this progress, many of us feel more lost, more anxious, and more disconnected than ever before. Modern life feels empty. But why? Let's look deeper into the heart of this quiet crisis. 1. We're always busy, but rarely present. From the moment we wake up, our lives are consumed by tasks, screens, and notifications. We're constantly reacting, answering emails, scrolling through social media, rushing from one obligation to another. We wear busyness like a badge of honor, but in reality, most of us are running on autopilot. We confuse activity with purpose. The more we chase productivity, the more we forget how to simply be. We fill every silence with distraction, every pause with noise. But in doing so, we lose touch with the richness of the moment. Presence is where meaning lives, and we've forgotten how to be present. 2. We mistake connection for intimacy. Technology has made us more connected than ever. We can message someone across the world instantly. We can post our lives online and get hundreds of likes in minutes. But real connection isn't about quantity, it's about depth. True intimacy comes from vulnerability, honesty, and shared presence. It comes from sitting across from someone, looking them in the eyes, and being fully there. In modern life, we often settle for the illusion of connection. We scroll endlessly, chasing validation, but go to bed feeling lonely. We forgot how to talk, how to truly listen, how to be seen. 3. We're drowning in choice, but starving for meaning. Modern life offers us more choices than any generation before us. We can choose what to watch, what to wear, what to eat, who to date, and what career to chase. But choice isn't freedom if we don't know what matters. Instead of feeling empowered, we often feel overwhelmed. We chase trends, influencers, and lifestyle goals, not because they fulfill us, but because we hope they will. But meaning doesn't come from endless options. It comes from commitment, from doing fewer things but doing them deeply, from aligning your life with your values. 4. We've lost our communities. For most of human history, we lived in tribes and villages. We raised children together. We shared food, traditions, and rituals. We depended on each other. But in modern life, independence is idolized. We move for jobs. We work from home. We interact more with screens than with neighbors. The result? We've become socially fragmented. Many people don't know who to call when life gets hard. Many haven't felt true belonging in years. Humans are wired for community. Without it, we wither. We feel empty, not because we're broken, but because we're isolated. 5. We've forgotten to rest. In today's world, rest is seen as laziness. Slowing down feels like falling behind. We glorify hustle culture. We compete with others and with ourselves to constantly do more. But the body and the soul cannot thrive if with this idiot. Rest is not a reward. It's a necessity. And not just sleep, but deep rest, mental space, emotional quiet, spiritual renewal. Without rest, we lose clarity. We forget what matters. We burn out. True fulfillment comes not from running faster, but from knowing when to stop. 6. We've replaced wisdom with information. We have access to endless information. We can Google anything. We can learn any skill, any fact, at any time. But information isn't wisdom. Wisdom requires reflection, discernment, experience, time. In a world obsessed with speed and efficiency, we consume knowledge but don't digest it. We repeat opinions but don't understand them. We react but rarely reflect. This leads to confusion, shallow beliefs, and ultimately, emptiness. Wisdom lives in slow thought, in asking deeper questions, in seeking truth beyond what's trending. 7. We've lost touch with the sacred, not necessarily religion, but sacredness. We've turned life into a checklist: work, earn, buy, repeat. But the soul craves awe, wonder, mystery. Whether it's nature, art, love, or silence, we need moments that remind us we're part of something bigger, that life is more than consumption. But in the noise of modernity, the sacred is drowned out. To feel full again, we must remember how to feel reverence. 8. We don't confront mortality. Modern society hides death. We rarely talk about it. We push it away with cosmetics, distractions, and denial. But in doing so, we forget how fragile and precious life really is. When we live with death in mind, we prioritize differently. We speak more honestly. We love more deeply. We stop wasting time on things that don't matter. Remembering that life ends doesn't depress the soul, it awakens it. So, what can we do? There's no magic solution, but there is a path. We can slow down. We can simplify. We can rebuild our communities. We can spend more time in nature, in silence, in real conversation. We can listen to the wisdom within us, the voice we've drowned out with noise. We can begin to live on purpose, not just by default. The truth is, the modern life isn't inherently empty. It's just loud, distracted, disoriented. But inside each of us is a longing for something real. And when we listen to that longing, we begin to remember. We remember what matters. And slowly, the emptiness begins to fade.